right, it seems I am live on YouTube. Check it out. So exciting. Let's see if it shows up. Sweet. So I can keep track. Okay. Let's see. Turn that off. I don't want to see that. Okay. Anyway. Hello to the one person I've got here. The chat is up and running. I've got it on my screen. There will be a delay, just to let you know, but I am deciding what I want to color today. I have a couple options here. As somebody has already suggested either Ivy and the Inky Butterfly or Johanna's Christmas. I'm kind of indifferent at the moment. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, let me pull that here. What I would be working on is the title page here. I'm nearly finished. Got a good bit done. This is what I sit in front of the fire and watch Netflix. So that's fun. So this is what I would work on. But I don't know, I kind of like sitting in front of the fire and just working on this on its own. So I may just skip that. Obviously there's Johanna's Christmas. I have a couple bookmarked pages that I would like to maybe work on. So we have this nice little, it's not really mandala, but it's circular, very cute, very sweet. Lots of repeats. So it'd be nice and easy to kind of work on. There's this giant candy page, which, I'm not entirely sure I'm on board with. And then back here are these pages. I really like this one. I like the style, and you know, I could work on it and then do a nice pastel background. So that, I'm leaning towards this or the first one I showed, this one. Let's see. And then I've also got the winter Christmas book from Katz. Been working on that. I still have one row of tags yet to finish, and then if I finished that, this is the page I was looking to work on. I don't think I can zoom in any. Let me see. The camera's gonna shake. Hold on. Oh, I can. Maybe. I can. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. I'm still getting used to this, guys, so just bear with me. And if you're watching this on the recording and not live, thank you for watching. I have so many new subscribers. I'm so excited. So much fun. Let's see. And then, excuse me. So there's also the Linda Ravenscroft. Let's see, this is book 2. And then she has this pretty winter leaf fairy. This would be painted. I would use watercolors on this. But her books are very dark. The grayscale is very dark in it. So I'm not entirely sure. And then the other one, the last one, it's not necessarily a winter page or a Christmassy page, but it's called December Glow. So, you know, winter themed, but her foot bothers me. This foot bothers me. So I'm not entirely sure I could even, like, do it. because she's got, you know, 2 left feet. So I can't do it. I don't know that I could do this. That would really bug me. So that's that too. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do the Ravenscroft. I don't necessarily feel like painting, which then leaves this out too, because I don't necessarily feel like painting, because that's what I was doing. I was using the Derwent Watercolors and then the Derwent Procolours. So I would watercolor, and then I would come back with the Procolours and kind of do some more shading or emphasize things or shadows or whatever. So I could do that. I could finish this off and then move on to Johanna's Christmas. We could do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. So let me get out I've got my Zig brush. Let me move my Prismacolors. Oh, was not prepared. Pull out my Procolours. Pull out my watercolors. Okay. So knocked it. My bad. So I'm gonna zoom in here. Boop. Let's see. Is that good? Can I go further? I can go further. Look at that. Excellent. Shaky, shaky. My bad. Okay. So I have the small Kueretake Zig water brush. The other one is one you probably know, which is the Detailer. I don't have it in my little thing here. The Detailer is the yellow one. I actually prefer this one. So I want red stockings. So I'm gonna go for my Madder Carmine on my Derwent. So what I'm gonna do, I'll pull this up here, because you really need a blotter. I need to make sure it's wet. So I have very calloused hands. So in order to feel how wet it is, I actually have to go up here to feel how wet it is. And it's actually a fairly dry brush. So that's not too bad. All right, so I'm just gonna touch tip. You can barely see anything on there, right? Not too bad. Then I'm just gonna go in and drag it. So I found with this paper, that it pills pretty quick. So that's not necessarily the best, but I'm working with it. It's not too bad. So I'm just gonna make me some red stockings here. Real easy, real quick. And there you go, red stockings. I'm gonna do the candy cane while I'm here. Let's see. I need an extra light here, guys. I think I need to pull out my light. Just a second here. Just a little extra light. It's just a little too dark for me. And I'll see how the shadows, ooh, that shadow's not gonna be good. Let's go over to this side. Sorry about that. That's better. Shadow's a little bit better. Excuse me. I'm gonna pretend there's candy cane, one of the ho-ho-hos. This book is so cute. I love this book so much. And it just begs for the soft colors. Oh, I just love that I can zoom in. It's so nice. Okay, that was the Madder Carmine. Let's see. I'm gonna keep it, I've been using certain colors in here. So like the purple, this sky blue, the jade, the water green, the turquoise green, the jade green. I've been using the light blue. I've been using very certain colors. And I want to keep in that zone. I don't want to use the Derwent Graphy tint, and I don't want to go to the ink tints. I think that would be a bit too much. So what would go good with red? Pulling out my handy dandy color tool. I know green goes with red, so let's just see. Yellow, green, blue. I'm going to the triadic here. Let's see. Let's actually do blue on this stuff, and then we'll do green background. That'd be a nice difference. So I'm gonna go for my light blue. Pull my sheet back here. Test, always test. Seems good. You see, I haven't sharpened this. This has never been sharpened. And when I do sharpen it, I use an X-Acto knife. Because I don't use these dry. And I don't scratch on the paper. I don't like it. It leaves too much of a, it leaves too much lines. It doesn't melt very well. So, but it works pretty well like this. So, let's see. I'm just gonna do a straight up blue hat. Not gonna get too fancy with it. And I'll take my Procolours and do a bit more shading and such. I don't know whether or not to assume this is a fuzzy ball or I don't know, or to think it's like the wire holding it. I'm gonna go fuzzy ball. Let's just do it. There we go. Let's see. Then I'm gonna go leave some white area on the stockings. Hoping the mail comes today. Oh, I hear something. Oh, I saw the mail truck. Mail did not come yesterday. We are having an issue with the mail carriers today. Or actually all year, honestly. The mail carrier decides we don't really need mail on Mondays, and you know, it's cool if nothing actually gets delivered, or they only deliver packages one day, and it's really annoying. And then I'm just gonna, I really want to keep this simple. I don't want to go too, they're very small, and I don't want to go too in-depth on them. I don't think that's needed. So, especially, so I posted to my personal Facebook. My family knows I like to color. They don't necessarily know how much I like to color. So I posted that I was painting these gift tags for presents this year. And just my mom knows how much, because I take all my stuff when I go. I'm not getting, there we go. That's what I wanted. I take all my stuff when I go visit my mom. So, like, she's seen the crazy. I don't take all of it, but like I take a set of pencils, I take a book or two, and I'll just sit there and on down times when I'm not crazy visiting family or whatever, I'll color. All right, put that away. No, I'm probably just gonna use a light gray. Oops, that's still wet. I'm gonna use a light gray for all the, use light gray Procolour to just kind of shade the white areas. Oh, I wanted to do, let me do the water green. I just love the water green so much. See, it's water green. I use the gray to shade the white areas. And if you notice on all the other stuff, I'm mostly doing corners, not the sides. I'm not going crazy all over it. Like I said, this paper is not the kindest to water. Or the water's not the kindest to the paper, however you want to go. So I try not to use too much. Try to spread it out evenly, but I can go back in with the pencil. I love using the Derwents together. They work very well because there are, if I can't find the Procolour to match the watercolors, I can find an artist. And I've used the artists on this paper too, and it's not too bad. Especially over top of the watercolor pencils because they have a kind of a chalky, once they dry, they dry a little chalky. So that gives a little texture for the pencils to sit on. So be careful not to go into the other gift tags here. Got one person watching. It doesn't show me who though, which is fine. Perhaps they're anonymous. What did I just do? I got red. I pulled red. Son of a monkey. Okay, let's see. Can I just buff that out? There we go. Be careful not to pull other colors. This is a watercolor. It will move. It is not ink tints. It is not permanent. It will move. There we go. Just a hint. I don't want to overwhelm it. And I need to let that dry before I can use my Procolour. So I'm gonna move this over a little bit. I've been dying to do this little bauble. I actually want to do pink madder lake for the hearts. I'll do pink madder lake. The hearts, and then I want to do a gold. I want to do a gold bauble, and then got my gold. It's a yellow. It's not like glitzy or glamoury or anything. I'm not gonna stickle these. I'm not gonna do any of that. So this part's gonna be gold. And then around here, I probably should have done the yellow first, but oh well. Get some solid color in there. Sorry, I'm going quiet. I'm concentrating. Trying not to pill the paper. There we go. Cute. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with the polka dot background. I don't want to leave it. I may actually do a gray. Again, my tool. I love my tool. So there's yellow. Of course, it's turquoise and magenta. I'm gonna do gray. It's a complete departure from what I have everywhere else. Maybe a blue gray. That might be good. Let me just test and see if that's what I want. Yeah, see, I think that might be good. Need a little more, squeeze it. Not much. I don't want a lot of water. Like I said, this pill's easy. So I'm actually going to go, it's too much gray. I'm gonna go behind here. And just feather that out. Looks funky. I'll fix it with the pencils. This is the darkest color I've put on these. So it looks really weird even to me. You know, I could have flubbed it all up. But it's just going to family. It's not like a piece of artwork I'm gonna hang up. I guarantee somebody will throw them away and that'll be that. But maybe they'll keep it. I might be like, no, don't let the kids rip it, because I was gonna give it to my niece and nephew, and now I'm like, oh, I don't know. But I think it would be cute. That's what they're meant for. Oh, I'm starting to pill. Too much, too much. Move away. Stop messing in that corner. I didn't bust through it, but I started pilling, so gotta watch it. Really, I'm just telling myself. Because apparently I didn't listen to my own advice. For shame on me. Pull it down here and pull it out. It looks like it melts away into nothing, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I don't want it to be that overbearing and dominant. So this is going to be my Christmas edition. I will be streaming again on Thursday. I don't know what day that is. Thursday the 14th. I'll probably do the 19th, but I'm not gonna like promise anything. Because soon I will be going to visit family. Let's just join that connecting together. There we go. Perfect. Now that needs to dry. So while that dries, this one is dry. Yep, all dry. So I'm gonna pull my Procolours over here, and see, let's start with, I used Madder Carmine, right? Madder Carmine. There is no Madder Carmine in the Procolours. There is, let me look. I think there is in the, yeah, there is in the Artists, but I have found that the Crimson Lake works just fine. My sharp point, love it. And I like how Procolours, I don't have to sharpen very often. So I'm just going light and feathering out, just fixing, emphasizing the shadows, fixing the shading. Not that you couldn't just leave it like that. I mean, you could absolutely just leave it and that be that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But this just gives it a little extra, so you don't have harsh lines anywhere. Again, if you haven't watched any of my videos, I like my shadows to the left. If I haven't designated a shadow area, it's always to the left. Let's see. So I'm done with the Crimson Lake. I'm going to go to the light blue. Light blue in the Procolours. I'm just going to work on all of this here. There's a lot, so it's going to take me a little bit. Because the Procolours, they like to layer. I can go over the same spot over and over and over, and I'm just layering. I'm only layering a single color though, so all I'm getting out of it is that light blue. I'm not layering to get anything else. I'm just layering the light blue. So what are your Christmas plans this year? Like I said, we are going to my family's. Go every year since we live out of state now. I had my insomnia kicking last night. I have medication that causes insomnia that I take in the morning. And then I have medication that causes drowsiness that I take at night. And the one that causes insomnia seemed to have won out last night. So I could not sleep. My mind kept racing, like, oh, I need to pack this. Oh, I need to double check and make sure that I got present for so-and-so. And oh, I need to make sure that my mom knows how many packages are coming, because I send my packages to my mom's house. So much easier than dragging them with us and having to hide it from the kids and, you know, all that stuff. So I sent it to my mom's house. So, Mom, there's, 8 packages incoming. Watch out. Speaking of packages, I was supposed to get my Black Widow and Scorpion pencils yesterday, but, mail delivery in my area blows chunks, and so I didn't get them. They're still sitting at the facility. So that's really sad. I was really looking forward. Like, I was thinking, oh, I'll color in Johanna's book, and I'll use the fun new pencils, and nope, not doing that. Thanks, USPS. Let's see, blue. No, I want the storm gray. Cause I don't want a dark gray. I just want a little light touch of gray. So just gonna go in and just lightly on one side. Will anybody notice? Maybe not. I love my family. There's only 1 or 2 artists, and my uncle is staying in Arizona, so he does sculptures. So no, I don't think anybody will notice, but that's okay. I notice, and they'll at least know that the effort was put in. Now, I don't have a water green in the Derwent Procolour, but I have light moss. So, oh, I got another, yay, I got another watcher. Hi. Hello. I can see chat. It's a little bit delayed, so if you ask anything, just give me a minute or two to see what was said and respond. Feel free to ask questions though. Otherwise, I'm just gonna chit chat. So the light moss works well for the distant green. Is it distant? Now I can't remember. Did I say distant green? No, water green. There's a distant green in the Derwent Procolour, and you see it's much bluer than the other one. So, I don't know, is that, there we go. So yeah, the distant green is so much bluer than the light moss. And they actually do pretty good on the Procolour to match the ends. It isn't always a good match, but it's been pretty good. So I'm gonna finish these up. I like that I don't have a time limit like with Instagram where it was an hour at a time. Oh, I got something stuck there. With Instagram, it was just an hour. Like I only had an hour at a time, and that was so annoying. And because I haven't found a good editing software yet, that I need a GUI, an editing software with a GUI that is logical, that makes sense. Like I don't want to have to, why isn't the open new in file, you know? Or why can't I find something to edit or a thing to edit in the edit menu? So I need one with a logical setup. And the couple that I have tried so far have not been logical at all. Okay, so while we were doing this one dried. So we're gonna switch, we're gonna scooch on over, scoochy. And that one's dry. So let's see, we did the blue gray. We'll pull the blue gray. Nice little backwards. Blue gray. Let me get a drink here. Okay. So yeah, I was really looking forward to messing with the Black Widows. I'd watched, if you don't watch Simple Art for Adults by Erin, she is running a giveaway for the Black Widow pencils on her review video. So if you don't watch her, go watch. Put in to win. I had already ordered my pencils when she did that. I was like, well, darn it. I'm like, shoot. Oh well. Oh well, that's okay. So again, I'm using light layers. I'm really just using the pencil's weight. I'm not really weighting it down at all with my hand. Just using the pencil's weight. And see how I'm smoothing out that weird shadow that I had? I'll pull it down here. So it doesn't look quite as odd as it did. And even though, see, my washi tape doesn't stick very well. Even though I pilled up here, I'm still gonna be able to color it. It'll be fine, because I've done that in a few places. Just using the weight of the pencil. Even then, I'm trying not even to use that. Really want, and the Procolours are nice for that, to where you can you can really get a light touch with them, which is awesome. And they work really well on this paper. I'm really impressed. You want to talk about some paper picky pencils? The Derwent Procolour, and I love them. I love the colors. Like, the colors are just to die for. But man, do I need to work with them more. I need to work with them more. So it's good to know that this paper likes them. That gives me a book to work in. So I'm gonna finish this row because then that means I'm done. I can take this book with me when I go to my mom's and just, because I won't cut it out here. Well, otherwise I'll lose it. I've got several gift cards that I'm like, I keep putting in different places. So I'm like, no, I need to remember these. That they have to go with me. I have to remember them. I don't want to buy, you know. There's one gift card that's specific to Hilton Head Island, and I don't know the next time we'll be down there, so if I like lose that gift card or forget to take it, I'm just gonna have this gift card I can't really use laying around, so I don't really want. I don't want to forget them, but I keep moving them, and my husband's like, would you just put them somewhere? He's like, just put them in your purse. I'm like, no, but what if the kids go through my purse and then, you know, it gets stuck in the couch cushion or something, and then I never find it again, you know, until we go to sell the cows, and then somebody, you know, pulls up the couch cushions and are like, oh, I have a gift card to Lowe's, or I have a gift card to here, whatever. All right. Because that's just how my mind works. So, off to this little guy here. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I love him. He's so cute. He's gonna be brown. Move my Procolours. Oh, all right, he's gonna be brown. I've got a couple other, so the moose guy, and then this, I don't know what he is. Owl looking thing. Almost looks like a horned owl, but the moose alien. So I'm gonna do that. I didn't do him terracotta or Venetian red. Let's do Venetian red. Let's go just a little different. Again, testing my water. Let me make sure I'm in frame here. Testing my water. And then get my stuff. And just push and pull. So I tried to make sure that I put the initial touchdown on the paper where I want my dark shades to be, because it's very hard to move the shading once you've initially put it down. I mean, you can push it a little bit, but most of that pigment is there, and it's just gonna stay there. And I have a little thing. There we go. Get this other ear. You can actually do it where it's very light, but you still want to do it against an edge, just in case you get a hair too much and you can't push it out. Let's see. Is that his little arm? That is his little arm. I want a bit more here. And I've decided I need to read more books. I charged my Kindle Paperwhite that I got 2 years ago When did the paper whites come out? Because my Kindle broke. It was very weird. But it was like the first generation Kindle. So, but it broke. I was sad. And at that time I was reading voraciously. Voraciously. What I want to do, get raw umber. I was reading voraciously and I wore it out. And then I went to go give it to my husband to do something. Oh, because he was doing the Calibre thing or whatever. Because I wanted something from a public library or whatever. So he was working on that, and then he put it somewhere. And we got busy and it got lost, and then he broke the screen. I was like, no. What is that sound? I hope you guys can't hear that. So bought me a new one. I'm gonna do sky blue for the clouds. I mean, look, I've not that poor blue. That's gonna break off on me one day. So for my birthday a couple years ago, he bought me the Kindle Paperwhite, and I like it. It's small, it's compact, and it's backlit, which is awesome for bedtime reading. Because I can see without my glasses, kinda. I probably shouldn't, but I do. And then I'm just gonna go with the Madder Carmine for the Mary because I think it's cute. It's gonna be very simple, and then maybe I'll do green, maybe I'll do another blue. Or grass green. I could do grass green. That would be cute. Anyway, I read in bed. Oh, these little dots are killing. I read in bed, and I need more books. Like I bought the old Anne Rice again. The first 4 books. Like I have them in hardback. Excuse me, something caught me off guard. I have them in hardback, but they're still boxed up because I have all of my both of my bookcases are being used for coloring supplies and books right now, so I don't have any place to put them. But you know, I've reread them, I don't know, 5 or 6 times since I was a teenager. This is getting dry. There we go. There we go. So I don't necessarily want to reread them again, honestly. I was like, oh, I'll reread the Anita Blake series. Because I think I read up to Blood Noir. I don't even know how many are out now. I started reading it, I'm like, no, I still remember everything. So it feels weird to reread it before I've forgotten something. Let me give him a red nose. Rudolph the Space Reindeer. So it feels weird to reread that. I'm gonna do grass green. Feels weird to reread that. So I don't know. I need some suggestions. I love the Dresden Files. I've got to see if he's got a new one, but the last couple books have been kind of eh. It's like, all right, the series needs to end. That's like Anita Blake. The series, dude, the series needs to end. like you're milking a cow that's drained. It's sad. I mean, yeah, the Meredith Gentry series, I've only read a couple. It's a little too risque for me. That needs to end. The Dresden Files needs to end. I mean, heck, Charlene Harris ended the Sookie Stackhouse. Those at least came to an end, you know. It was a little late, but, you know, better late than never. I should check out Jim Butcher's, something Codex, I forget. But if anybody's got any suggestions for anything like along wizardy, or I've read the Harry Potter, I've read Lord of the Rings, I've read all of the Hitchhikers, all of the Douglas Adams, I've read all that. I've read Ender's Game. That was pretty weird, actually. Did not like the movie. So, I don't know. I need to go look. Usually I do the Amazon free books. Like, I go through their monthly list of free Kindle downloads or 99-cent books or whatever, but you get those self-published authors and some of them are just eh. Or it's all... I used to write fan fiction, so it's all very fan fiction-y, and I don't dig it. So I'm gonna move over to the next one. Oops. So, cute little bauble. I've got 2 more to go. Cute little bauble. I don't know what I want to do. Shoot. Oh, it says to cut out just the bauble. Okay, cool, so I don't need to paint the background. Let's see, let's do turquoise blue. Let's do turquoise blue and like kingfisher. I think that'd be pretty, just a blue bauble. So turquoise blue. Well, keep it simple. Kiss, K-I, keep it simple, stupid. Stupid's a bad word. In this house, stupid and dumb are bad words. My oldest, when she was reading Junie B. Jones, Lord help me, Junie B. Jones is a terrible kid. She's horrible. I don't like her. But Junie B. Jones would say stupid and dumb. And my daughter, being the good little kid she is, said, Mommy, I can't say that. She's like, can I just say silly and dilly? I said, yes, you may. Because sometimes I read, sometimes she reads, sometimes my husband reads. Just depends. We had a new video story from Santa about Christmas in Iceland, so that was fun. Did that the other day. Polar North Pole, man, it is just, the kids dig it. I had to pay like $14 for the year to access everything, but then that access is like, they'll get a call from Santa on their birthday, and with them having birthdays in July, I think that would be so cool. And then you get access to all the videos, you get birthday messages, all sorts of, you get the bedtime stories, you get phone calls, you get naughty nice lists, you get Christmas Eve stuff. So it's not, I mean, and you get access to it all year round for $14. So it's not too bad. No, I'm not sponsored by Polar North Pole. Should be, but I'm not. What I want is my dang pencils. I'm gonna track the package real quick. I am so upset over this. You don't know. It Still, it's arrived at the carrier facility. Ugh. I'm so close to like calling the Postmaster General in DC and just be like, or wherever they are, just be like, look, y'all need to get out here because the mail blows. Well, and one of my neighbors, so we have a neighborhood Facebook group. So everybody in the neighborhood can share, you know, we have get-togethers and we have party. We had a Halloween block party, and you know, we share how to handyman and all sorts of stuff. So that was turquoise blue. Now I'm gonna go for Kingfisher. Yeah, that might be too. No, that's too subtle. I don't. Blue and pink, maybe. Let's go. Oh, let's go. No. Imperial purple. Let's go imperial purple. Why not? So, anyway. And on the Facebook group, everybody's, you know, complaining about the mail carrier, and this one lady's like, oh, I talked to him and he said he only works 3 days a week and they're short-staffed and they can only work 8 hours a day, and you know, if they don't deliver the mail, then tough cookies. And I was like, well, if it's the guy I'm thinking of, the heavyset guy, he throws my packages and he stuffs my mailbox so full it breaks. Like, I've had to fix the door thingy a couple times. And she was like, oh no, that's not him. And I'm thinking, lady, I bet you it is. Because I talked to another neighbor and she was like, that's him, because he'll be nice to one person and he'll be like crappy to others. And she was like, she's in one of the cul-de-sacs down my street, and she was like, my neighbor has a video, and she sent it in one time because he kept throwing her packages, but then he'd be nice to the neighbor and like set it in front of the door and everything. I was like, that's horrible. And then another neighbor and I were just like, she was like, I put out candy. And she was like, and my husband was like, does he really deserve it? and I was like, maybe it'd be a good bribe. Maybe then you'll get your mail. And it's horrible because there's one lady waiting on a payment, waiting on a check in the mail. You know, bills. If they just deliver packages, you don't get your bills that day. I had medicine I was waiting on. It's medicine that I can't like not take. I have to be weaned off of it under doctor supervision, because the last time I accidentally didn't take it for 3 days, I don't know what happened. I was just really busy. I started having panic attacks so bad I almost went to the hospital thinking I was having a heart attack. So like, I can't not take this medicine. And, you know, they just weren't delivering it, and I'm just like, you know, I'm so fed up. We're all so fed up with it. Somebody has had their package out for delivery for 3 days now, which is fun. And she's pregnant, and, you know, it's just stuff for her new baby. But still, when you're pregnant, like, that can matter. That type of stuff matters. Like, you can't mess with a pregnant lady. That's no fair. They're already hormonal as it is. Then you add that onto it, and I bet she cried about it, because God knows I would have, and have. I've been in tears over the stupidest stuff. You can't mess with a pregnant lady like that. I feel so bad. But, you know, geez, man, it's federal. You can't mess with the federal mail like that. And they can't say, oh, it's the holidays. You knew it was coming. Like, happens every year. you know, holiday season. And it was predicted that it would be the biggest mail order season that we've had thus far. So it's not like you weren't warned. I was worried. We didn't even have a postmaster general, thinking that the government hadn't put one in, or whatever. I don't know if you assign them or if they're voted in or how that works. So I'm gonna do the season greetings one. I'm just gonna keep going. I only had 3 left. I can do this one, and then I'll color with the Procolour, and then I'll move on to Johanna's. So, but it's not like you didn't know the season was coming. What do I want to do? Ooh, I kind of want to do that orange again. That orange was delicious. Was it Spectrum Orange? It was. Was it Spectrum or was it Orange Chrome? It might have been Orange Chrome. I think it was Orange Chrome, so I'm gonna do orange. So pretty. I mean, these pictures just, they beg for some pastel-y soft colors. I mean, you know, it's so cute. So stinking cute. Yeah, so needless to say, it's been like all year I've had issues where they've misdelivered mail, and I've had my neighbors come up with mail and packages, and I've had to post on the Facebook, you know, hey, if you see anything, you know, with my name on it, can you pop it on by or let me know? So it's like, I'm just over it. I'm so over this mail. But like my neighbor said, I put cookies out. She was like, well, do you think it'll be him or do you think it'll be one of the ladies? Because if it's one of the ladies, they're super nice. They're very patient with my kids when they get all excited for the mail truck. Though I don't know why they don't usually get anything, except for magazines. But she's really patient and nice, and, you know, walks my stuff up to the door, to the porch, and whatnot. So, it's like, if it's her, then cool. But then do you have to, I wonder, do you have to, like, is it like a shared tip? Do you have to take it in and leave some for the other people that do the route? Or is it just, if you're lucky enough to be running the route, when somebody leaves a present for the mail carrier in the mailbox, is it, you know, finders keepers type thing, or what? That type of thing always confuses me. I don't know what they would do. I don't know what I would do. Let's see, orange. I think it's a yellow-orange color, right? Yellow-orange. Orange, yellow. There we go. So, aqua green and purple it is. Let's go purple. Let's do it. This time, instead of the Imperial, let's go dark violet. Let's do dark violet. So, use my thing there to make sure I don't have too much. I have to remember, this is Imperial purple, this is dark violet. Two totally different colors. Unless I used dark, did I use dark purple? I don't think so. I thought I used Imperial purple. Well, shoot. And that is why I would not do more than 2 at a time, because then I forget. Oh well, we'll see. I don't want to color in this whole thing. Just, that's enough. o'clock. That's not too bad. An hour to do 5. That's not terrible. You know what I did forget to do though? I forgot to take my medicine. See? I forget what I was doing. Oh, I was making a phone call to change my daughter's eye doctor appointment. She was supposed to have an eye appointment today at like 2:15. But when I talked to the school to let them know that I'd be taking her out, she would only be counted for a half day then. Or it would count against her perfect attendance somehow. So I was like, well, crap. If she's got perfect attendance, I want her to keep it. Because then she gets to do something fun and she loves that type of stuff. So I tried to make all of her appointments late, but for some reason her eye doctor was just really early. And then they couldn't find anything late enough. It's like if I took her out at 3, that would be fine. But I would have had to have taken her out at like 1:45 or whatever. That would be mid-recess. That would be too early. She'd miss too much stuff. So, and she was talking on the way to school. She was like, school is so important. You shouldn't ever miss it unless you're really, really sick. You have to be really, really sick. You can't just go out. And she was just like, you can't just go out and do whatever you want. And I'm like, no, sweetie, you can't. She's like, if you have a doctor's appointment, that's fine. But you can't just go do whatever you want and get out of school. Like, no. I don't know where that came from. Because it's not an issue we have in this house. So, and I really only keep my girls home when they're sick. Cute, simple, easy. I like it. So now I'm gonna swing back to the little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Alien. There he is. So I'm gonna put my cap on, so otherwise the tip dries out and then the water in the barrel dries out. It's a whole mess. So, Procolours, here I come. See, that was grass green. Grass green. Grass green. Greeny grass. Just double check and make sure it's all dry. It is. Really all I'm doing is smoothing out any imperfections in the watercolor. I'm not really looking to, I want to darken up that corner a little bit, but I'm not really looking to like high coverage. I just want to smooth out the transitions. That's it. Just an oomph. That's it. So I found this wine. There's a wine shop called Total Wine out in the shopping center. And this lady, I was like, oh, I'm looking for red Moscato. She goes, well, do you want it bubbly or not bubbly? I'm like, not bubbly. So I add my own bubbly. I add a little bit of 7-Up because I'm, a 12-year-old girl and I can't handle straight wine. But I want a drink, but I don't want alcohol. I don't want liquor. Because that's no good for me. Family of alcoholics, and hard liquor does bad things to us. As my mom drinks rum. But anyway, I was like, no, I don't want a bubbly. She was like, okay, but if you change your mind, here's this wine. It's really, really good. It's really sweet. It's a red blend. She was like, and it's just a hint of bubbles. It's not, she was like, it's not champagne. It's not the sparkling wine or anything like that. She goes, it's just a hint. If you change your mind, here, try this. And then she took me over to the Moscatos, and I got my Behringer red Moscato that I really love. And I kept going back, and I'm like, man, it sounds good. I couldn't even tell you what it's called because it's like this Italian or French name. Rosa something. And it's like, man, it sounds good. So I picked up a bottle. I opened it last weekend. And I was blown away. It was so dang good. Oh my gosh. I had 2 glasses. I was like, I need more. We have to take this to Ohio. Go get me more. So my husband bought 2 bottles the other day when he went to go get his rum. Because we drink on the weekends. I try not to drink during the week. And then my husband and I flip off who drinks that night so that there's always somebody sober should something happen or the kids need help or whatever. That's kind of it's actually an unspoken rule. We just kind of do it that way. Except for when we're at my mom's, because then I have family all over there. So if my mom, my husband, or I can't do anything, I can call anyone under the sun and they can be there in 10 minutes or less. So that's the only time that we don't follow that rule. Let's see, I did him in, I know, it's on the tip of my tongue, Venetian red. So, got my Venetian red. But anyway, delicious wine. Oh my God. So in love. So in love. So my husband bought 2 bottles. I'm like, I'm taking this to Ohio and I'm drinking at least one while I'm there. He was like, that's fine. I'm like, no, seriously. I know I say like I'm gonna do something like that and then I don't. But I'm doing it this time. I'm a bad, like, I'll buy wine and then I won't ever drink it and then it just goes bad. And I feel bad. But I guess that's better than being a lush, right? But no, really, I'll do that all the time. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna drink tonight. And then my husband comes and he's like, well, where's your drink? I was like, I decided not to. What is going on out there? All right, so and then that was sky blue, right? I don't really have, oh, I do have a sky blue. Look, I was gonna be all like, there's no sky blue, but there was. Yeah, so I got wine to take. I was up until midnight, and then my youngest had an accident on her way to the bathroom. Just peed all down the hallway. It's like, yay. Husband comes get me because he can't figure out. It's not that he can't figure out. I should not say that because that is very, very incorrect. He does not. What did I do for the... I can't remember what I did here. Had to be over on this side. It was raw umber. Okay. I don't have a raw umber. I have a burnt umber. I have sepia, Van Dyke, Copper Beach, brown oak. Yeah, just do brown ochre. I have a raw sienna. I have a raw umber. See, I have a raw umber in the Artist. So, Derwent Artist and Derwent Procolour. Raw umber, brown ochre. They look almost identical, but they're really not. And I may actually just use the Artist, just because. So, what he doesn't like leaving her alone, and he's not entirely sure like how I would want him to clean something up, so he's like freezes. He's like, so I just need to go. I go and tell him what to do and help out. But I was awake, so it wasn't a biggie. I'm gonna I don't know what this is, but I'm just gonna brown umber it. There we go. Raw umber, not brown umber. That was horrible. Okay. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Alien. Let's see, let's go. See if I can almost do this guy. And it was it light blue? No, it was turquoise blue. I don't have a turquoise blue. Shooty shoot. I'm gonna use Kingfisher. Or I can use the Artists. I bet the Artists has a turquoise blue. It does. So, turquoise blue. Artists. So, do that. Yeah, I was already up last night. Just, do I pack this? Do I got all this? And last year on our way home, we had to buy those space packs, the vacuum packs for clothes and stuff, and stuffed animals, and like we had so much to pack. It was ridiculous. And we couldn't fit it all back in our car without that stuff. And so now I'm like, well, I've got to pack less so I have more room. Then I'm like, well, the girls aren't the only girls now with my sister's little girl. So are they really going to get as much as they did last year? So I don't know. I'm so torn. And then Imperial Purple. I don't have an Imperial Purple. I do. Look, I'm gonna, shame on me. I have an Imperial Purple in Procolour. Shame on me. So now I don't know what I want to do. I'm so lost. Then I'm like, well, do I want to load up my... Do I want to load up with coloring stuff? Or do I want to just load up with books? Reading books in my Kindle? Or how do I want to, like, what do I want to do? I'm going to have to take a coloring book. Like, there's going to be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to have to. But then I don't know which one to take. I don't know which pencil set then to take. I don't even know if my husband's going to get me pencils, or I don't know. Because if he gets me pencils, then it would seem silly to take pencils. But he's not going to tell me. I haven't figured out a good way to ask. I know he knows I'm trying to ask, but because I'm just like, hey, how's the wish list? I'm so subtle. Oh well, it'll be fine. We'll be busy, and we're gonna take advantage of my aunt taking the girls out to the movies one day, and my husband and I are gonna go for a date. Whether it's night or lunch or whatever, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna go out without the girls, because that doesn't happen often enough, especially not here, because I don't really have a babysitter. I watch the neighbor's kids on occasion, and she says I can send mine over. But then I feel really bad because she's got 5 kids. Just like, are you sure you want 2 more? So, I don't know. All right, last one. How awesome. I think I can take this away No. No, I like it. I like my light. So I'll scoot this over a little bit and make sure I'm in camera here. I'm recording on my phone. I've got, what was that? That was Spectrum Orange. No, that was Orange Chrome. Last time I used Spectrum Orange. So I've got on my wish list, so a Spectrum Orange. I've got on my wish list a LG webcam so that I could then do this through my computer instead of doing it on my phone. And whether or not I get that for Christmas. If not, I'll buy it after Christmas. It's not so expensive that I can't fork out the money for it. I just was waiting. I got a new phone. It had the storage I needed, but I don't like the it's just a phone screen size on the screen, so I don't know. It's not how it uploads when I do the Instagram, so I don't know. We'll see. And then maybe I can find a good editing program. I've got Photoshop, so I can make myself a nameplate or something. I'm slow going. You know. This is not, there's a lot of noise out there. I hope that's not for my lawn. They just did it the other day. Oh, wouldn't that be something if my landlord calls and be like, why am I getting double charged? And be like, oh, I guess they came out twice. I still haven't heard from the roofer guy about the leak that the handyman found. He's not answering me. And I'm hesitant to go to my landlord without giving him enough time, or giving him through Christmas, you know. He might be on vacation. I hate to press, but it's my roof, and I'm leaving for a week in dark violet. I snapped the tip. I heard it. I snapped the tip. How sad. I can't sharpen it because otherwise it'll shake the heck out of the thing. So I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just doing something. Whether or not it looks good, we'll see. Yeah, what if the roofer guy's on vacation and that's why he's not answering my text? And then if I tell my landlord that he hasn't called, she's gonna go to the parent company and raise heck, and then I have to deal with the aftermath of that and have some angry roofer come. So I don't know. I'm gonna email him. I think today later on today I'll email and be like, hey, I sent you a text. You might be on vacation. If that's the case, please forward this on to somebody else who can take care of it. Because I don't care if it's him or not. I just want it done. All right. Speaking of done, let's see if we can zoom back out. Speaking of done. Yay. Then I just, oops, ooh, no, rip and stop. I was too overzealous, see? I was too overzealous. Shame on me. But that's why I put it on the bottom where I'm gonna cut off, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Isn't this snowman so cute? Snow girl. So stinking cute. flag off. And there we have it. Christmas tags done. It's not that many, but that's okay. Like this one's gonna go to my husband. And he'll think it's so corny and wonderful. So, not too bad with the warping. I mean, there's a little warping, but it's not bad. Having it taped down really helped. So, excellent. All right, so let's move this. My bra straps are falling down. I could punch somebody. I hate it. It bugs me every time. So let's get this out of the way. No, I don't want you. Close it up. Let's see. Close those. Put it away. I have to put stuff away. I don't have enough room to leave it all out. So bear with me, please. If you're wondering what I'm going to use in Johanna's, Steadtlers. I think I'm going to do this page. I like it. I think it's cute. I need to switch my light thingy. So put that there. Page behind. Gotta not that it really matters, but pull off my rubber band. Set out my pencils. Sorry for the noise. They're not even in color order. It's gonna bug me, but I'm gonna leave it be. And then I am going to start with whatever brown this is. Number 73. Let's start with this card. Really light, soft. Really just want like an aged card effect. Start singing, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Except for in my area, since the sun's coming out. It's actually gonna be pretty cold today and pretty cold tomorrow. It's be in the 30s. Fahrenheit. So what I love about the Steadtlers in Johanna's books, they were made to go together. Like she picked paper that specifically worked with the Steadtlers. I don't know if it's every paper, but you can really tell on Inky and the Ivy Butterfly. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, holy cow. That they were just kind of made for each other. So I'm taking one of my rubber clay erasers because I got a little too much in that corner. I'm just gonna rub it. That's it. That's all. I don't know that you can see that. I'm gonna zoom in. Let's see, pinch, pinch. There we go. Sorry, it's shaking. So, there we go. Gonna do just lightly on the inside. And then, let's see, really like the holly leaves to be kind of olivey. And then the dark green. I only have the 24 set of the Steadtlers, because that's all I could get in the US Amazon, which is very sad because in the UK, Amazon, they have a set of 36. And who doesn't want more pencils, right? So I'm really kind of bummed. Ah! Oh, are you kidding? I didn't even mark up my page at all. Check it out. How cool. So I'm just kind of, I want like a dark olive green, but this is the only olive color in the pack. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the dark green and the olive green and just layering them. Kind of give you an olivey, a dark olivey color. I'm gonna take that yellow. This yellow, it's kind of like a yellow ochre type color. There, that's nice. See the berries? I've only got one red, right? I've got two reds. For some reason, I think these are two different colors. So, number 2, it's like a vermilion, has like an orangey tint to it. Number 23 is like an alizarin crimson, which has a pink to it. So I want the reddy red, the orangey red for the holly berries. So let's see, I want a sharp point. There's not. Use my Tegall on a 3 for these. They sharpen up really nice. So let's see. Not gonna fret too much about too many shadows, but I do want to take the black. Let me sharpen it too. Need a nice point. Only takes about 3 twists to get you a good point. So I'm gonna go in and shade. Cool. It's a card, so I'm not really gonna mess with the top there. I'm gonna go with the nice lemon yellow for the flame, and then come in with the orangey, and then come in with a little red. Make it very flame. Then, you know what? Do you know what? Let's do candy cane stripes. Ta-da! Let's see if I can get a little highlight on those berries. And the holly. I'm not going to go too crazy. It's a very busy thing. So I'm not making sure that everything matches and that the tones over here match the tones over here. I'm just not doing it. What I am doing is taking this purpley pink and coloring me a candy. I'm just going to use the color to shadow. So I'm just going to do this. they work out really well like this. You just go in a little heavier pressure. I like working with the Ergosofts because it's, I don't want to say simple, but it is, it's simple, it's easy, it's just kind of go with it, right? I'm gonna get the turquoisey blue. And you do your light layer, right? And then with the same color, you don't need to pick a different color. Just go in another layer. There you go. You've got a homemade shadow. Light layer. Light layer. Because this is actually really flat. If you can see that, it's pretty flat. So I'm gonna sharpen it. Get my point. I'm gonna flick in some dark. See? And just look at the difference there. It's a quick, the Ergosofts are quick, they're easy. All the colors really work together, so it's not like you have to worry too much about that. And then you can go in and you can work on stuff like, where's the fold in the plastic? You know? So I'm gonna purposefully flick here and then gradient. I'm gonna darken this and then gradient, and then I'm gonna gradient this way. So you can work on stuff like that without having to worry if you're using the right colors, the right type of shading, or whatever. You can just kind of like play with it. And then you can take that knowledge and move it on to somewhere else. So that's one of the things I like about it. So I'm gonna take it's not the lemon yellow, it's just a duller yellow, and I'm just gonna color in a little star here. And then I'm gonna take the yellow, brown, ochre, I'm not sure which one it is, if it's yellow or brown ochre, and just kind of, again, I'm a left side shader, I'm shading on the left side. That's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's do a nice, speaking of lemon squeezy, let's do a nice, let's do the green. I love these green little candies. My daughter does too. Get the nice kind of apple green color, and just one light layer, and then kind of just darken the center there and follow the lines. Just easy peasy. Easy peasy. Because that is typically just a clear wrapper, I'm going to take gray and do some gray here as the shadows. And I'm not even like full on coloring, I'm just taking those black lines and extending them. And then I'm just going to do over on the left hand side a little bit of shadow with the gray. That's it. Ta-da! It was as hard as it gets. So I'm going to take the apple green. If you want to know what number, it's number 50. I'm really bad about that. I don't like I don't like numbers instead of names, which is weird because I bought the Black Widow pencils and they have nothing. They don't have numbers or names. So that's fun. Ooh, my vision's going funny. That can't be good. I ate breakfast, so it's not that. I need to go see the eye doctor. That's what I need to do. So I'm gonna kind of just set this to the side. It's not gonna stay there, but I'm gonna take number 52. I like the idea of going dark in the center, light at the tips. Though evergreens aren't really like that all the time. And succulents, and I bet this is mistletoe. I bet this is mistletoe, which means they have white berries. And I'm doing the color scheme kind of right. What do you know? What's fun about this little thing is I don't have to worry about what colors I'm really using. Like, I recognize this as mistletoe, and I recognize that's a peppermint drop, and I recognize, I don't have to color it like that. That's mine. I do what I want. I'm not going all the way to the end with this green. I'm gonna see if I can't slip one more dark green in there. We'll see. We'll see. In the comments, I will try to mention everything I used here today. Doesn't really give me a spot for description when I do the live on my phone, so I'll pop stuff in a pinned post or pinned comment. Because if you're like me, sometimes maybe you just turn the sound off so you won't hear me say what things are, and I don't always show it. And I totally have no problems if you want to mute me. I'm good. All good. So, and I'm going to go for the darkest green, which is number 5. See if I can't get a third layer in here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What I really want to do is go over it all with that apple green again. We'll see how that goes. This isn't too bad though. Third color is not bad. And I'm getting some slip though. So I don't know what the Ergosofts are made of, but you get like a slip on it when you start, just like glides over, and you know you're not laying pigment. So I don't know if that's wax or what have you. It's interesting though. Yeah, I watch a lot of videos with muted. Not because I dislike what anybody's saying, or I don't like the music or whatever. I have kids, and so being able to hear them be quiet is a virtue sometimes. Again, going back with this nice appley green. Sometimes I need to be able to hear when they're not doing something, or when they're doing something and they're trying to be sneaky about it. It's my youngest, God love her, she's started that phase. So I mute so I can hear, because I'm half deaf sometimes. And I'm one of those people that if I have too many if I have too many stimulants going at one time, like somebody's trying to talk to me and I'm trying to listen to something and I'm trying to color, like that will fry my brain for a second and I'll go stupid. I'll just be like, I know you're talking to me. I've done that to my husband, poor guy. He'll be talking to me and I'll let him finish. For some reason, I don't like stop and be like, hold on, I'm not listening. Or I can't listen at the moment, give me a second. Like I let him finish and I'm like, yeah, I didn't hear a word you just said. And then he just looks at me like, are you serious? Like, yeah, I couldn't do anything. Like I was just stuck. My brain froze. I'm gonna take the gray, because white's not gonna show anything. So I'm gonna take gray for a shadow. Just left side shadow. Just a little bit. Ta-da, mistletoe. Oh, my wrist. Yeah, I feel bad for the guy because every now and then I'm just like, I can't think. So let's do purple. Purple. Oh, that's very dull. Let me sharpen that. So I need to function. I need my brain functioning. So sometimes I turn off the sound on videos so that I can function. I still like videos. I still watch them, and I see Shine Bright Design Tao, T-H-A-O. I think that's how you say her name. She says it so fast. I see she put out a video from the mermaids. She is just all about Jasmine Beckett Griffith, which is cool. At the same time, man, she could do some wondrous stuff with other things, but that's okay, it's her prerogative. I saw where she did Pan Pastels and the Inklings by Tanya Bond, which has Create Space paper, and I hate Create Space paper. Just, you know, throwing that out there. And again, I'm going to do like the wrapper folds. I think are cute. Yeah, it's just a little bit of extra. That's it. Just a little extra. And if you really, really want to, you can take the Steadtler white and like burnish or whatever. The highlights there, if you want. It doesn't do a whole lot. I don't bother. I think it looks good just the way it is. But then that's just my opinion. You're more than welcome to do whatever you wish. It's your coloring book. Blurple. Let's see. Let's do the light blue. I don't feel like doing a white again. Let's do light blue. Cute little candies. My kids are so looking forward to candy. I've kind of knocked it out of the house. Because my oldest has like 5 cavities. And she's born with bad teeth. I mean, it's just how it is. Her daddy and I both have bad teeth, but you know, I've tried. Plus that, I mean, it's not healthy, so. There we go. That's cute. Cute. Let's do this little I'm gonna call him a robin. So I'm gonna call him a robin. I'm gonna take my yellow ochre. I think it's a yellow ochre because I think this is brown ochre. I think this is yellow ochre. That's what I think. So I'm gonna take the yellow ochre. And robins have a red breast, but it's kind of a browny red. It's kind of a rusty. So I'm gonna take the yellow ochre. I'm gonna try to make a rusty red. I'm gonna take my red, do another light layer. Try to keep my strokes sort of feather-like, so you know, feathers aren't going to be going in circles. They're not going to be going up. The feathers will be going down. So I'm going to try to keep my strokes like that. Not that anybody's really going to be able to see them. I mean, I can't, and I'm sure you can't, but that's what I'm doing. Makes me feel better. Plus, it's really good practice for like bigger pictures. If you do it to the small stuff, then you can take it larger. And you can remember, and then you're just like, it's like muscle memory. Oh, I need to flick the direction of the feathers. It's like muscle memory. And that's what some of my coloring is just straight muscle memory. I know how to do it. I used to color as a kid all the dang time. Me and my sister. It was the only activity we could do together and not fight. So I'm gonna take my brown ochre. I'm gonna go over that. And see how it's kind of rusting out that red? That's really what I want. Oh, I'll go back over with a red again, and then I might go over with the darker brown, just in the area up here, and maybe under the feather, under the wing here. But, you know, Ergosofts are really, really good at layering like this. Yes, you have a limited palette, but you can use that palette to create other colors, like this. So I'm gonna take the red again. I used the wrong red. Oh no, that's okay. I'm just gonna stick with the same red. It's okay if I used the pinky red instead of the orangey red. Because if I hadn't caught myself, I wouldn't have noticed. Right? I really am quite amazed at the way these layer. So I'm gonna take my dark brown. And I'm not circular motion, I'm just going up and down. Because you won't find circular feathers. Nice. I want it super dark, but I want it shadowed. I'm gonna be very, very honest here. This is maybe only my second time coloring a bird. So, hence the uber concentration here. All right, I'm gonna go back with the red. Gonna darken up under here. Yeah, I've hit mental capacity here, so bear with me. go for this. This is the yellow ochre, this is the yellow ochre. I'm really pleased with how that has turned out. So, I guess you could say it's light brown and dark brown, or it's brown ochre and Van Dyke or something like that. But I'm gonna do the dark right here. This is typically black, but I don't think I want black right now. I'm gonna take the yellow ochre, do the feet, and kind of get that beak in there. Take the brown ochre, shadow. Okay. Take the yellow ochre, just a little bit. It's typically a white head, white face. I think. I could be absolutely wrong. But this is what I'm doing. So, take the brown. Again, following. It almost looks like a headdress or something on this bird. Maybe it's supposed to be a dove and not a robin. Maybe I have totally mistaken. I'm sure I have. It wouldn't be the first time. I feel like I have another brown, but I don't. I do not. I want another brown. So I'm going to take and feather in the dark. I want to leave that tip lighter. Do I want to come dark or do I want to come up? I think I want to come up. Have dark tips to a light head. That'd be cute. Actually, I don't want that much on the head there. These pencils do not erase very well, just FYI. They're good at a lot of things, erasing not one of them. I really want that dark down in there. Up. Watch, after, let's see, it's 11 o'clock. I am going to finish this bird and head out, I think. Got stuff to do, got things to pack. Maybe I'll do one more thing on here. Because look, it's so cute. So there's the birdie. Now let's see, one more thing. What one more thing do I want to do? Let's try to make gold. Let's slide on it over. Let's try to make a gold bell. We'll do a nice red bow, and we'll do a gold bell. Gold bell. I'm sorry, I shook it. I wonder if I mix the pinky red and the orangey red, if I make just a nice deep red. Let's see, let's put down the pink first. pinky red. So I'm not pleased with either of these reds. One's too orange, one's too pink. But I want to make a nice deep red. I wonder if mixing them will do so. I don't think it's really doing what I want it to. Oh well. It was a nice theory. I'll have to keep it up for the bow, but I don't think it's quite what I want. Then I'm going to take the black just for some extra shadowy oomph. I hate when the heat goes on upstairs. It sounds like something moving. A little extra shadow. I hope you guys enjoy this. I've enjoyed doing it, honestly. It's been quite fun. I like the format of the live stream on YouTube. Hoping I can get more people to come on by. I know Instagram can be easier to connect to. I just don't like the hour-long format. I need it longer. So there's that. You can see the difference between the dual and just the orangey red. So at least I'm doing something. There is a difference to be had. So that's good to know. Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry and thirsty, and my rear hurts. I need to clean, because I hate leaving a dirty house. You know, when you go away and then you leave a dirty house. I've done it before, shame on me. Leave a dirty house and you come home and then it's just a dirty house and then you have to clean it after you've been in a car for 8+ hours. So I vowed to never leave a dirty house again. So I still need to clean my house. So I'm gonna try with these are 2 different shades. I absolutely realize that. I'm not entirely sure how to fix it, because I didn't do it the same way. Maybe that fixed it. Maybe that was too much. I didn't do them both the same way, and that was my fault. It was very hard to duplicate. I'm gonna try to make a gold. I know they have the yellow ochre, which is kind of a goldy tone. But I want to make gold. Because I think that'll be useful. Because really, if you want like a mid-grade pencil, so Crayola would be, you know, like your beginner. Then you would have like the Ergosofts, and then you would go to like Prismacolor. So that's like the range I'm thinking. So I'm using not the lemon yellow, but the darker yellow, just the regular. I'm just gonna kind of an all over color. It's pretty easy. You can't really see any, so I know you can see the sketch marks on the bird. I'm gonna go to the yellowy ochre color. This I'm gonna be a bit more careful with. So I don't want it all in the light areas. This goes mostly in the darker areas. So the shadows. Bell is rounded, so try to keep that in mind. I'm going to go to my darker brown. I'm not going to go all the places I did with the yellow ochre. As with the brown ochre, I'm just going to kind of plot my shadows here. Now, if you think about metals, they get buffed and shaped and stuff like that. And the not buffering, this isn't the internet. A bell is not the internet. The buffing can leave marks. So if you're going to leave any marks, I would suggest not making them up and down, but making them around, as I made the mistake right there. That was shame on me. I did it just as I was thinking about it. Because if you're gonna leave pencil marks, leave some natural looking pencil marks. Like, oh yeah, totally you would have those marks there. Because I'm not one to burnish. I hate burnishing. I'm gonna flat out throw that out there. I hate burnishing. It hurts my hands. It flattens the paper. You can't always get the nice looks that you want. I mean, a flat page, people can make it look so awesome. I can't, and so I don't like it. I'm taking my dark brown, and if it'll let me, I'm starting to have trouble here. I think I've hit my max layers here. So try under here. There we go. A little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit at the lip here. And I know I want it to go, but it's gonna have to I just need to like mark out the edge. And then I can pull pencil lines. That looks, I'm actually really impressed with myself, if I can say. Can I say that? Of course I can say that. You can be impressed with yourself. It is okay to pat yourself on the back every now and then. I suggest it. But pull in some shadow here. Just a little bit here and there. Not too terribly much. The dark brown did a good bit of shadow for you. So, just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the first yellow and I'm going to go over all of this. Not because I think it truly needs it, but I think it could benefit. Not pressing hard, I'm just kind of smoothing just a little bit. So I had a few harsh lines. I'm leaving a little white line. I think that's a very nice gold. I think that worked out well. This black is killing me actually. I think I didn't put enough shadow gold down here to make the black look okay. It was just like in this harsh white area. So let me go back here and there we go, that looks better. That makes me feel better. I don't mind that white line at all. I just want it to, you know, look good. There, cute little bell. I think that's where I'm gonna call it for the day. Let's see, let's zoom out here. Come on. Got pencils in my hand, I can't do that. There we go. All right. So there's the little bit I did in Johanna's Christmas. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna try this again on Thursday. I may come back later today, depends on how I feel, how much I get done. Because this is fun. I like this. This is cute. So maybe we'll come back and do some more. Depends. But y'all have a great day if I don't see you, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for everything. Have a good day. Bye-bye.